Hey, this is Jay. Happy Zer Day, happy Friday. How in the world are you guys doing? I am doing phenomenal. Man, it feels really good to be back doing a live Zer video. I'm in the man cave this morning downstairs in my basement. Oh man, and like I said, yeah, it just feels really good. But Zer is at the tower. He's over here on this left-hand side, back by the speaker. And as we're heading back here, just wanted to remind you that I did my weekly Nightfall video. That's one where I do with my son, Big E, and subscribers like you. So if you want to check that out, click on that link in the bottom right-hand side or check the video description. But here is what Zer has to offer. Oh, okay. All right, we'll go through these. I'll tell you whether or not I think you should pick these up and give you some advice. But the Mark 44 stand-asides is, of course, for a Titan. And we're going to get that increase the duration of your shoulder charge. I think it adds 3 seconds and a tighter turning radius while sprinting. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I rarely use these, but I'm not the biggest shoulder charge type of player. If you're a PvP player or PvE player and like that shoulder charge, you might want to pick this up. I really, like I said, don't use it, so I wouldn't really recommend doing it. That's just my 2 cents. Increased discipline, increased strength, fusion rifle ammo, rocket launcher ammo, that would come in handy, and arc double down. So maybe I'm forgetting something, or maybe I just don't realize something about this and they got a nice buff or anything like that. But from my point of view, we wouldn't really use these. If you disagree with me or have some good advice for those, leave that in the comment section. I've been wrong before and I'm open to your feedback. Lucky Raspberry though, make your luck arc bolt grenade chains further, spawn with full grenade energy. So this is kind of nice for PvP, you know, spawning with that full grenade energy. That can really come in handy, and the arc bolt grenade chains further. I'd go ahead and recommend picking these up if you're a PvP player. Not so much if you're a PvE player. I use it more for the PvP side of things. Increased intellect, increased discipline, those are good. Got scout rifle ammo, that's good for PvP, especially if you're a miter user or something like that. Shotgun ammo, that's also good for PvP. Solar recovery and arc armor. So yeah, overall I'd recommend picking these up. They aren't too shabby. I know one of my friends is really hoping that Zer sells us, so he's going to be really happy about that. But we got the Claws of Ahamkara. This is of course for your warlock. And this is kind of an interesting one. I use this mainly for PoE and stuff like that, but gain an additional charge for warlocks for their melees. Man, what could be better for a warlock? Increased discipline, increased strength, good for your builds in that respect. Snap discharge, increased melee attack speed, that's really nice. Gain bonus melee energy on grenade hits, that's really good. And increase the speed of auto rifles and rocket launchers. I like that. So yeah, I can use this both in PvP and PvE. I don't use it too often, but man, having that extra melee charge with the Sunsinger, getting that flame shield, that's really nice. Of course, your void walkers, that really comes in handy. So go ahead and pick this up. It's kind of situational. You won't use it all the time, but there are times that it's really nice. Patience and time though. This is a sniper rifle, arc damage. We've got field choke right here. CQB ballistics, aggressive ballistics, third eye radar stays active while aiming down this weapon sight. That's nice. Precision glass for a lower zoom, wider view, like that. Increased weapon stability, and field scout, increased carried ammo capacity. And then of course you gain active camouflage while aiming down the sights. Now I think you should probably pick this up. I tell you what though, I have not used it in year 2. Year 1 I used to use it pretty often. It'd just be fun to use. There were certain things that you'd be going against that really come in handy. But I just don't use this in year 2, and I'm not sure why that is. But like I said, wouldn't recommend picking it up if you have the extra coins. I think it's a fun perk having that active camouflage, and maybe there's going to be some situations that'll come in handy. I can't think of anything in year 2 where I'd use this. Like I said, I like my 1,000-yard stare sniper rifles and seem to go with those. But legacy engrams, helmet engrams, remember, these are crazy expensive. You only want to get this if you're trying to get a year 1 version of something, so you could buy the year 2 version of it with your legendary marks or something like that. Otherwise, steer clear of these. Like I said, they're just kind of a waste of coins in my opinion. But glass needles will help you re-roll the stat rolls of your exotic pieces of armor, so you want to have a couple of those on hand in case you pick something up that you need to change that. 3 of coins. I'm going to go ahead and get some of these. Remember, every time you're fighting an ultra or playing in a crucible match, you want to pop one of these before that ends. and you get a chance at gaining exotic. They will stack. Don't use more than one at a time. Please don't use more than one at a time, but use one. If you don't get something, use one the next time and you'll have a greater chance. But then we've got the typical heavy ammo cakes, sparrow upgrades, and your motes of light where you can trade in 2 strange coins for 1 mote of light. But that is what Xur has to offer, man. Let me know if you're picking up anything. If you got any specific questions, leave them for me. If I missed anything, like I said, I've been wrong before in these videos and maybe don't realize something because I'm not the most knowledgeable person on this. Feel free to leave me that in the comment section and help everybody else out. But hey, wanted to thank you guys for your awesome amount of feedback in the last video. I was wondering, should I leave the stuff that Xur is selling out of the thumbnails and out of the title of the video? And you guys came back and said, yes, please do that. Most of you said that, and you guys were just really good with the feedback, really constructive criticism. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think most people aren't going to be upset by that, and a lot of people are going to end up liking that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So thank you guys for that. If you ever have any constructive criticism for me, man, I am all ears. Let me know. I get a lot of good ideas from you guys, and I really appreciate it. But that's where I'm going to end this video, man. As always, take care, and God bless.